How do you convince someone to leave MAGA? It's a cult. It's hard to get people to leave cults. I have some firsthand experience on this because I've never been MAGA, but I have been part of, in my youth, a couple different movements that were very high demand and a little culty. Leaving those movements, there's a couple things that need to be in place, but the most important thing is that there has to be some issue that you just keep stewing on until you're really forced to admit that it doesn't make sense. This is the key to the whole Epstein thing, because the thing with Donald Trump is that he does a million different things every day. And if you don't think about any of them that hard, this has been the really frustrating thing for me talking to MAGA people, is you'll bring up something that Trump did and they'll just be like, oh, well, he said he's doing that to force manufacturers to come back to America or to catch criminals or whatever nice sounding thing that he said. And if you just don't think about it that hard, then you hear what he said he's trying to do. It seems like his action is kind of in line with that. And if there's some questions, you're just like, I'll leave it to the experts. I trust Donald Trump to do the right thing. This is the secret of cults, is that there's too much stuff going on to really think very hard about any of it. Because if you did, then you would realize there are contradictions. The nice thing about Epstein and all the revelations that have been coming out again and again and again is that it's forcing MAGA to actually sit with a single topic for a long time. And it's forcing Democrats to hit the same topic again and again and again, instead of switching around to each new shiny bauble. It feels important to be educating people about the million bad things that Trump is doing. But actually, if we want to break his base, we have to focus on one thing that Trump has very clearly done wrong. Force them to admit that, yes, Trump clearly is a sexual predator. And then that will kind of open their minds to the idea, maybe this isn't such a trustworthy guy after all. And so I think it's great that there's been so many revelations and it's been so bad for MAGA, this whole process, that it's forcing Democrats to focus on this issue. Or so I thought.
Where do we go from here?
We just have to continue to remind people what he's so effective at is distraction. And I know the obsession with the Epstein files.
Again, this is a distraction.
Why are they doing this? Why are they taking an issue that is terrible for Trump and just sweeping it under the rug? First, that they probably have some kind of trauma response to conspiracy theories in general. And they're just like, we want to show decorum. We want to be the adults in the room. It feels respectable to talk about, kitchen table issues. It feels like you're really actually touching what's important to Americans. None of that stuff is true, though. Like, it actually is important to Americans if Donald Trump was part of a pedophile ring. That's a big deal. It's a big deal, especially for the people who based their whole identity around hating pedophiles, which is most of the MAGA base. I also think there's just sort of an aspect of elite protection in this. Does this make sense? Like, you ask yourself, how come Biden's Department of Justice didn't go after Trump harder? He was a clear and present danger to our entire system of government. He tried to mount a coup against the government, and we won't defend ourselves against that. And I think, honestly, a lot of it comes down to the belief in sort of a golden rule for elite politics that if I'm nice to you, you'll be nice to me, right? Biden is thinking, oh, if I'm nice to you, if I don't go after your family, then if you take power again, you won't go after mine. But first off, that's not true with Donald Trump. He can go after anybody he wants, although it is worth noting that he has not so far gone after Biden, so maybe it did kind of work for him personally. But it's also just very corrupt. I talked about this in my last video, that we have a morality issue in America, and it has nothing to do with the things that fundamentalist Christians are concerned about. It's all about integrity. It's all about elite accountability. There is a form of elite conspiracy, and it is they're all evading accountability for everything they do wrong. Stock trading is still allowed in Congress. Right, Nancy Pelosi is beating the stock market because she has all this insider knowledge, right? Nancy Mace and Marjorie Taylor Greene, they're making all these investments based off of insider tips because they know what laws are going to be passed. None of this is being punished. There's not even a law against it. In fact, the laws against insider trading specifically carve out members of Congress. There's all of this corruption in terms of large tax frauds that are not being prosecuted. They already were not being prosecuted a lot before. Biden actually did take some steps in this direction, but now Donald Trump has completely slashed the IRS. Like I said, it's just an elite accountability problem. And more importantly, like I said, with the Epstein issue specifically, it's not just about going after Trump and like making an example out of him or something. It's that he actually trained his base to care exceptionally about this issue. And this is why they trust him when everything else is going wrong. It's because they're saying, well, everybody else is part of this pedophile ring except for Donald Trump. And so when there's all this bad news about him or whatever, it's probably just the elites trying to attack Trump because he's going after them. If you show that Trump actually is part of the elite, that he is the pedophile that they were scared of, that whole narrative goes away. Now, of course, they'll resist this, but again, that's why it's important that we repeat this every single day. Trump, Epstein, Trump, Epstein, Trump, Epstein. Because they can deny it for a while. But if it's all they ever hear about, let me tell you from experience, your mind starts to ask some questions. It's only natural. It's only what we all do. Now, maybe not every single person will break away from MAGA as a result of this, but you can tell it's a huge problem for MAGA because totally insincere podcasters like Joe Rogan or Andrew Schultz, they're even jumping ship. They're even starting to talk about how this is an issue to preserve their own credibility with their audience. When that starts happening, that's how you know. This story is updating so quickly, it's difficult to keep a hold of, but I just saw that Nancy Pelosi, after we all yelled at her online for just blowing off the entire Epstein thing, actually did put out a statement basically backtracking and saying Epstein is a huge deal, you know, Trump needs to release it now. There is somebody, you should know, there is somebody challenging Nancy Pelosi for her seat.
My name's Shoykat Chakrabarty. I'm running for Congress against Nancy Pelosi here in San Francisco.
He's running, he used to be AOC's chief of staff, and he's now running to take Pelosi's seat. He's really good. He's really good at messaging. He has the experience, like I said, having been on AOC's staff. He's a very smart guy. You know, one of these used to be tech, then went into politics and is helping elect progressives and is really good at it and gets the issues. I really hope he wins. If I can, I'm actually not sure if TikTok allows this, I'll post a link to his donation page.
No, I'm sorry, but it's not a distraction. And we've got to realize that the reason Donald Trump was able to win on Drain the Swamp is because people are sick and tired of a rigged political system. They're sick and tired of a set of laws and rules that they have to follow, but that don't apply to the rich and powerful in this country. They want to see the rich and powerful be held accountable because ultimately, if people don't have trust in their government, then we won't be able to use the government to do good things to make people's lives better. That's why it's important to release the Epstein files. That's why it's important that we restore faith and trust in our government.